Hi. So what we have here is the chickens have heating in the wintertime in the coop and everything, so we're a full service chicken facility here, so we now have HVAC, both heat and air conditioning.
In other words, James made an air conditioner for the chickens, and
That's
here
right.
it is.
Right here. You put an ice block in here.
Let's see, open it up. Can you open it?
Sure. I just have ice in here for right now until we get a block.
Got ice in there.
So anyway, just to make sure everything's all fine and dandy. Speak up?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I can barely hear you.
And so then here is,
So this is a cooler.
Right.
This is an Island Breeze family cooler. 48 quart regular red and white cooler. And then it's got what? A fan?
Right. It's just like this is a DC fan. I may get myself a
Boy, danger. Do not insert finger into grit.
So,
okay.
And then some PVC coupling.
And then PVC.
Right in here.
So you drilled a hole here in the top of the cooler, and then you drilled another hole there. What is that? A 3-inch hole? Well, that's like 7-inch hole.
Well, you can make it fit,
And then you just set the fan. Fan's blowing. Just set the fan on it. And what's this right here? On-off switch. And how are you getting electricity to the fan?
This is completely solar powered.
Completely solar powered.
You come this way, I'll show you.
Okay.
Here is this is the solar battery controller.
Solar controller.
Yeah. So anyway, you've got this hooked up to the 12-volt battery.
Is that safe being outside?
Yeah, well look, I've got it, I'll put an enclosure a little bit later. I just wanted to get it up and running.
Okay.
But, so one line is going to the fan itself, the other one is going to the battery.
This line right here is going to the fan.
Right. And then...
and this line is going...
to the battery, and also this one's going to, I have a 15-watt solar panel that's up on the roof.
Let's go see the solar panel on the roof.
Well, if you can. So,
go.
So this controls everything. It will not overcharge the battery and do damage to the battery. So that's what this is all about right here.
Okay.
Because, you could put your solar panel and have it directly feeding into the battery, but if it overcharges it can damage it, but it'll give it feed it as needed. Okay?
Okay, what is this up here?
That leads to the solar panel.
To the solar panel, to the battery?
No, that leads to right here. You can see there's your light, there's the battery, the little icons for that, there's the solar panel.
Okay.
And it just goes in there.
Let's go see the solar panel.
So what you're seeing here is actually 4 separate solar panels. The large one on the left is for the fan. That's 15 watts. The 2 small ones that are identical up in the front are for the automatic chicken doors. And the black one that's on a mount up there is for a light, entrance light. I have another one exactly like it for inside the chicken run itself. So this one powers an entry light. So there you have it.
Okay, so there's the air conditioner.
Nice cool air.
It is. It's blowing cool air. And you just turned it on. That's the first time that you've run it, right?
Exactly.
So
I just wanted to see if it.
You could put an ice block in there, and it would last a long time,
yeah,
right?
5 hours.
5 hours.
And if you really load it up, it can last longer than that, and it'll blow cooler.
And it's cool how it swivels around like that, so you can put it in different directions, and then you got the little, what's that called, elbow joint
Yeah,
or
well,
something?
yeah, this is an elbow.
Yeah, I can feel it. It's cool.
And this is a 45 degree right here. So, and also if you want to have a lead, say, into the coop itself, you can attach a dryer exhaust hose if you want. So I don't know, but anyway.
A dryer exhaust hose?
Yeah.
To for it to go into the coop?
Yeah, if you want to.
So our chickens won't be getting heat stroke hopefully this summer. That is awesome. And then also, wow, it really is cool. Then also, if anything happens, like we lose power from a storm or something like that, we can come and get this sucker. And it's solar powered, so as long as we got some juice stored up in there. That's cool. Yay!
Yep.
You did awesome. You just made that today?
For the most part.
Cool. How much did it cost for all the parts and stuff?
It's about $15 for the cooler. The little fan is about $15. These PVC parts right here, maybe $6 total. The battery is like 55, but that's a pretty powerful 12-volt battery.
And you're sure that's okay to be out here outside?
Well, yeah, but
you might want to put a box over it or something.
And well, you've got 2 roofs, but I intend to put a covering over it too.
Yeah.
And then the solar panel is about $50 too.
Right. And I guess, I don't know if with it being solar panel, is it supposed to be grounded?
It's direct current rather than alternating current.
So yeah, but does that mean it doesn't need to be grounded or what?
No, it's all positive and negative line, so.
Okay. Cool. And what kind of fan is this?
It's like something you could put in your car.
It's
yeah,
I can't read it.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Expressions, something.
Thing is,
Just a little fan.
Yeah.
And then it blows on the ice that's in there, and then it makes it come out. The cold air comes out through here, and I can really feel it.
You'd have to get an AC/DC
Well, that's
converter.
awesome.
To if you wanted to use like a regular plug-in fan.
James is all sweaty. He's been working his butt off
anyway,
out here.
yeah, you'd have to get a converter for the alternating versus direct current, because this runs off a deep cycle battery. So
cool.
Anyway, some guy, we saw it on the YouTubes, and Paula said, we need one of these for the chicken run this summer. So I got on it.
Because they were suffering last year. Oh my God, it gets so hot out here, poor things.
And we'll see how this one works out. If this one works, then I can add another unit to it, and I'll have 2 going from either direction.
Awesome.
Because, it doesn't cost anything in electricity. All you have to do is put a block of ice in there, and you're good to go for the day.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yay! You're everybody's hero.